Greetings and welcome back to Stellaris, my Commonwealth of Man playthrough. So we are awaiting this small fleet to jump through into our trap. Nope, they're turning around to go the other direction. So much for that. That means that this large fleet will be the one heading back. Let's go ahead and take Vanico and see if we can at least take it before...
Engaging enemy station.
Okay, that 3K fleet, these are all massing up here. And I am engaging a station with Strike Force Medusa. I'm hoping to annoy them enough that they pull their fleets back this way. Right now I have nothing further to do with this fleet until I get to, say, Mazem. Matter of fact, I could just tell the fleet to go that way. Because we should take these fairly handily without even losing... Yeah, we didn't even lose... Who is following me? Verzak. We didn't even lose our shields. So yeah, we can go take Dyrachus, pop up and take Mazem, and then sweep down this way while we're taking that planet. All we really need to do is get the occupation up. And they are going to be retaking systems as we take them, so it's the planets that are more important at this point. Because all of these systems I have swept through down here, they've got fleets they can come back and retake. But if I can get past them somehow to at least link up with this fleet, I've got a stronger pair. And if I could get this fleet back through, but that's going to take some time. And I just need to keep
action underway.
An eye on them. You're fighting construction ships? Alright, we got the constructors out of the way.
Ships refitted.
And now we have refitted these strike forces so I can merge them up and then do my final reinforcement. And this one will be a slot of 15 destroyers. If we build it up with another 20, I do need to check Fleet Manager. Okay, yeah, I did remove that fleet. If we can build this up with another 20 corvettes, we could create a mercenary company out of them. So let's go ahead and add... pickets to this. Well, let's see. Let's look and see what Strike Force Dragon had. Yeah, the pickets and the interceptors. So we just need the 20 pickets, I think. So yeah, we will add the 20 pickets. And this will definitely push us over our fleet capacity building it up. But we're only going to have it for a short term, either during this war or to build... Actually, we'll build the mercenary company and then hire them, is what we will end up doing. Now let's see what these guys are doing. They are now pushing forward to there, while we are back here taking this system.
Engaging enemy station.
Alright, we have made contact with the Interstellar Picarian Coalition. Archon Bokal Itanka sends regards from the ruling council of the Interstellar Picarian Coalition. We hope for a productive relationship with your people, but be warned that our military will respond to any transgressions near our space with maximum force. Keep to yourselves, aliens. And that was the unidentified empire that the Gudgan had rebelled from. And it looks like they're fairly large. That may be the last empire. The Kerfriga battle group hasn't warped in yet, but it's traveling with these, I guarantee it. They are kind of staggered out. I could have possibly taken that one out and that one out. I could have hit them while they were separated. Crap. But I'm already engaged over here now. Alright, they did not get past our shields. Their fleets are all moving on that way, except for this one. Now those are about 5K in damaged fleets. But they are about to merge up with these that are another 13K in fleets. So let's sweep down here and take Cowhig, and then just push back through this way and see if we can't make it over to our friends over there. Plus, pushing this way would also end up drawing their attention away so that this fleet potentially could get back here at least.
Engaging enemy station.
We are very good at taking outposts and fairly decent at taking stations as well. So let's go ahead and take this station. Now we do need to keep an eye on the movement of their fleets. They're still not headed back this way. Alright, so I can go ahead and tell this fleet to enter orbit there. They'll be able to land when they get there. They have started moving these fleets in. These are merging up with them. We're about to enter this next system and take Cowhig. And unless they end up splitting their fleets and coming two directions, we can loop around them, potentially, if we need to. But I'm thinking pushing this way would be the better choice, because if we could push over into the space here and get them to follow us, we do have a second fleet here. These two together could handle the majority of their fleets, especially if we catch them just after they jump. And of course, the interstellar Picarians closed their borders. United Nations of Earth is in a migration treaty with the Antharians. I have gone back to forced growth, prioritizing a species on certain worlds. I'm starting to get an overabundance of oxygenators growing on some of these worlds. So any that were growing them, I decided to go back to forced growth on. I need more humans right now, and I don't need energy credits quite that badly. I have a decent surplus of them. I do need to get rid of some of my minerals, so I think over the course of the next few weeks I'm going to be selling minerals. Well, it looks like the price for selling is higher right now. Oh my. Yeah, someone has been buying minerals. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and sell 10,000. That gives me a very decent surplus of energy credits at this point. And I'm in a small deficit of consumer goods, mainly because I switched a lot of people around. I could use one more artisan here. Matter of fact, I can move one metallurgist from Unity to St. Natchbel. Now let's make sure, no, it displaced a entertainer. There we go. Just to make sure that my consumer goods are maximized.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Yeah, that's fine if they want to go back and retake the space.
Spaceport lost to enemy action. Engaging enemy station.
Alright, now that we've taken that station, let's see where they're headed. They are splitting up. This group is going to chase down my other fleet. That is bad for my other fleet. I'm going to have to, somewhere around here, I'm going to have to see if I can get around them. Because I don't think I can handle them. Now they are going to take damage taking this station because it nullifies shields. So they are going to take armor damage directly coming in here, so it will be a little bit of damage to them. This fleet looks like it's going to chase down my other fleet. And I think this fleet is going to push on. Oh, looky there, a 2K fleet. I can handle that. And it's damaged. So we are going to go this way to take this system, take out both of those, and then hopefully push on. If all else fails, they do not have FTL inhibitors over here in Mileto. They should. This one has an FTL inhibitor. So yeah, I am going to have to take their spaceports. But if I can push on over into this system, I know these guys do not have the FTL inhibitors yet. If I can push forward over here and get met up with this fleet, that gives me two fairly strong fleets that can match most of their mass. Took out a couple of constructor ships over here. Now I am faster than them. So let me get... Yeah, I'll pretty much park right here. And depending on which way it looks like they're going from Wallius, I could sweep around behind them to meet up with my fleet. The important part is getting them separated. We built an observation post around Mesum 3 to study its inhabitants, only to realize the Besadans are the ones studying us. They are fully aware of the existence of other alien species, and have quickly noticed the existence of our scientists and drones. Our previous activity in the solar system must have alerted the Besadan society to our presence. Keeping our existence hidden is meaningless at this point. Ah, there you are. We've been waiting for you to initiate contact for so long, we decided to make the first move. What happens now? We will bring order to your chaotic existence. Stand by. Alright, this is an alpine world. Oh, we didn't build that. This isn't our, yeah, this is not our thing. This is something that they had become aware of. An observation post built by the hegemony of Ubaria. I have no interest in them. You have troops here. They have cloaking. My outposts do not have cloaking. Oh my, the hegemony of Ubaria has cloaked ships. That is interesting to note. Now this is going to be a fairly quick fight. There aren't shields they have to go through, but they are going to take damage doing it.
Spaceport reports enemy contact. Fleet action underway.
Alright, we destroyed most of their transport ships. We did take some armor damage. 32 points to be specific. That's not a whole lot. And we have some debris with small shields. Where is my fleet? Alright, we're going to go ahead and push forward this way to meet up with this fleet, hopefully. It has already engaged that damaged fleet. And This is now engaged. We've done a little bit of hull damage directly, as a matter of fact.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
We did a small amount of hull and armor damage to them, but did not take anything out. Another spaceport has detected enemy contact. I'm not sure where. United Merivandiums ended their rivalry with our enemies, the United Uthabulan clans. The Tendrazun broke off the commercial pact with the Merivandians. And we sold a slave. I had a surplus slave on Unity I was
Engaging
selling.
enemy station.
Alright, we did lose a ship. We lost a Corvette. But we took out their entire fleet. Everything was destroyed. All 16 Corvettes, all 7 destroyers. In the end, I think that was worth the small loss we took. And we shot down 2 missiles. None of their missiles made it through. So those 2 missiles we shot down were all they had. There's that raiding fleet. Yeah, they do have FTL inhibitors. So we are going to push on to this system. That's a 4K. It has defense platforms. We're damaged. Oh, we may be trapped. How big is this one? We can't see. Well, while we're damaged, let's sweep down this way. We could always cut around this way if we have to try and evade them. That's about 8K in fleets chasing after us. We're getting much closer to them accepting surrender. Which does remind me I can go ahead and order this fleet to land now. Yeah, that would be an ugly fight with all of the defense platforms they have. We need to hit here and see what we can see from there. They are pulling back. I might be able to get out of here and meet up at safe. We will have to see. I'm going to keep pushing forward this way. The more stations I can take away from them, the less shipyards they will have access to. There's one station way back here, but if I can get these 2, which should be the final stations apart from that other one for the hegemony, that cuts down on the ability of the hegemony to build reinforcements. And it wouldn't be too hard to cut through their system. Oh, they have the Trappist system. Trappist is a unique system. Alright, we have an underappreciated member of the Latrepian citizenry. We finally completed that. It would have to be the veteran, because we were using the agitator and we already had the pop icon in the newscaster. An injured war veteran that was lost to the wheels of bureaucracy, we came to their aid. He is manipulation and military. Manipulation gives him access to the obvious ones here. Military only allows him to sabotage star-based facilities. Surprisingly, Armed Privateers does not have military, but so be it. So not the most useful. I can extort favors, do a smear campaign, spark a diplomatic incident or sabotage a starbase facility. Sabotaging a starbase will not affect shipyards. It will just destroy another random module. Now that can get anchorages, and that will set them back 6 months before it can be rebuilt. Smear campaign just lowers relations. Extorting favors gives me favors. This causes a diplomatic embarrassment, but depending on what they choose, they could actually make it a positive bonus instead of a negative. If you recall from United Nations of Earth, there are a lot of times another ambassador insulted me, and I just took it with a smile and made it something to laugh about. Ended up being positive relations for both of us. That is a result of sparked diplomatic incident. But we're going to let our infiltration level build up. Now that we have even another asset, we can get even higher. So we'll just let it build up here for now. That also helps with our energy credits because we are spending a lot in operations right now. We're still spending 16 in operations. We were spending 24 because we had 3 operations going. Alright, they are repaired up to full. I am going to swap admirals with Strike Force Dragon. And actually this one as well. So that Strike Force Gorgon has one that has Scout and overall gets the 20% speed, but the Scout is the important one for me. It allows me to be able to view an extra distance and be able to see stuff moving around 2 hyperlanes away, and that's what I'm watching is this battle group. Alright, they have all bundled up together. That's about 6k. Tenderzun broke their research agreement with the Morambians. And I should probably go ahead and reinforce my fleet. I could actually handle a 6k fleet. Oh, that's not 6k. That's 9k. 8k. Yeah, a little over 8k. Yeah, I had missed one stacked up. I don't think I could handle that by myself. And this one, of course, is 13k all bunched together. I know I can't handle that.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
I doubt we will do any damage to them beyond shields.
Spaceport reports enemy contact. Ground forces are dropping on target.
Oh, they're fighting the raiding fleet now. Oh, yes. That raiding fleet is going to tear them up. And that raiding fleet will probably end up fighting any others that come through. That is wonderful that the raiding fleet has finally turned aggressive against them. That is going to help me out tremendously, especially if they run into the big task force moving up this way. Where did their other 2 fleets go?
Engaging enemy station.
They stopped fighting the raiding fleet. It must be only one of them that is the subject of the raids. Alright, we took that one. Now we should be able to see here. They do not have a FTL inhibitor. But we should be able to take that station. So we will go for it. And we have already finish that war. So yeah, we did not get through their shields. I should have kept that up to see what the fleet was that got destroyed. And they did not get through our shields. Because there were 3 fleets listed there. How many have they lost? 84 ships to our 14. We're getting even closer. Relative Navy strength is turning positive. If we can get some more occupation and some more relative Navy strength, we will have them.
Ground objective secured.
Alright, we're going to bring this fleet on this way and push on. Now we can't get into that system because it is in a nebula and we can't see into it. But we do know about these that are these 2 that are in the nebula, so we can enter them. But if we sweep up here and then to this system, we should be able to assist this fleet with taking this starbase. It depends on how close these fleets get to us. I think we're better off sweeping around back here and trying to take out some of their star bases over here and meeting up with the fleet around here. Yeah, we're pushing up their acceptance by more occupation. Planets are the priority. If we can get this fleet to disappear so that we can push back through here with our transports and take this system. Is that the only planet way over here? Yeah, their other planets are here and here. And here. They're debating what to do. They're just sitting there. They're splitting up. Oh, if they are going to split up, if they're going to split up, I can decimate one of their fleets and then chase down the other. Alright, that one's already gone. How close am I? We have a new proposal. Leverage privateering. Trade is the lifeblood of the galaxy. All members of the galactic community should contribute to a multinational space force to combat piracy and other threats to free commerce. Now, I believe that won't further reduce our naval capacity because I believe this is the second one in a line. I'll check. It might actually end up being further reduction for more trade protection, which we don't really need right now. And our economy is not the strongest at the moment. I'm going to oppose that for now. The Briannan Stellar Nation are the one that proposed it. I'll revisit that later.
Engaging enemy station. Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Senate is now in session for pan-galactic recycling initiatives. Oh, I forgot to see what I could do to change what was up here. This is one I'm opposing, I believe. Yes. I do not want this one to pass. Well, actually, I don't really care. Boost clear blocker time, reduce diplomatic weight from economy. Economy's not my strongest. Reduces population consumer goods upkeep. I do have a slight amount of that, so I don't really care. I'm going to abstain for now. Since opposite... Well, I'll wait until closer to the end. I've got 4 years. It looks like they have this lone 5K fleet headed back this way. I'm going to attempt to intercept them in this system while their shields are still down. That will give me a definitive advantage, and we do have more strength than they do. So hopefully I can decimate Task Force Gadlar, they are already damaged. And while they're in this sector, they have no shields. So if they are dumb enough to come through to Wolius, that is one more I can knock away of their fleets that are moving around. We are about 2 weeks away from this. They will probably have that station before we get in. We'll see. We took yet another outpost. Oh, they have a very small battle group there. How big is the station? 3.9K. It has platforms. What about this station? Very weak. All right, we're going to sweep down to get this station and bring our fleet down, our transports down here. There's only one planet in here, but that'll be more occupation. Engage that fleet. They're still en route. Good. How close are we? We are just now transporting over. We have engaged them.
Spaceport lost to enemy action.
The Antherians broke off the commercial pact with the Misharan state. We did do a small amount of armor damage with that outpost. Them taking Vanco took some damage. We managed to save this station. Let us enter orbit to repair. Small improved deflectors. Now I did notice fusion missiles, blue lasers, cold fusion reactor, and UV lasers. They have even further upgrades than we do now. They lost one corvette, that's all. We lost one corvette. It didn't do too awfully much damage to us. They did have some missiles get through. They did a lot of armor damage to us. Antherians broke off the research agreement with the Misharan state. Didn't they just form it?
Fleet action underway.
There we go. We engaged them almost immediately. Alright, we are now taking Hupf. A couple of their reinforcements have been turned out there at Jotham. Oh, and I didn't reinforce that missing destroyer or corvette. Oh, we got fully repaired. That's nice. We did just lose a corvette and a destroyer, I believe. We are doing significantly more damage to them, though. They had no shields up. They had to tear through our shields first. We're beating their shields down as quick as they regenerate. They fled. We lost 3 corvettes and 1 destroyer. They lost 3 corvettes and 1 destroyer. Regenerative hull tissue, as well as small improved deflectors. Alright, Alright, we do need to retake these systems on our way back. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's say go home. And then Control Shift that system and then that system. Reclaim those systems on the way back just to get our occupation back up a little bit. And let us... We need to upgrade before we reinforce. Actually, we can make things a little easier on our fleet, I think, by having this fleet push forward to retake these systems. Yeah, we can send them on a beeline there. And actually have this one go back to return home and reroute around these. Well, this starbase will be taken. So we just want to reroute around this starbase so we don't engage it, since we're already pretty wounded. Recent victory in the Huff system seems to have awakened the Hunter in Admiral Roxanne Ward, who has now become much more aggressive commander. So she now has the aggressive trait in addition to gale speed that gives her even faster sub-light speed. That is awesome. Why is it saying I need to upgrade? These ships are not supposed to auto-upgrade, damn it. Yeah, the North Star Interceptor hasn't upgraded to require the higher tier coil guns. Why are my destroyers doing that? They all say auto upgrade is deactivated on these. I do not understand why they are auto upgrading. But what in this fleet needs to upgrade? Oh, that happened. Yeah, this fleet wasn't back somewhere where it could upgrade. So that's the reason it's saying that. I got it. Yeah, we did get sight on this system because of taking the stations. One of the scientists working at the observation post orbiting Waleus 4 has been reported missing. She was taking part in a covert mission to collect plant samples from the planet's surface, but did not return to the shuttle with the rest of her team. We have been conducting limited search so as not to alert the barbarians, but so far without success. Where is Waleus? Here? It's an alpine world. Alright, they've got a 2K fleet about to come in over here. We will engage them with this station. That's another fleet we can tear down of theirs. Another confidence waivers on the Uthabulan allied clans while we're trying to steal technology. 50% chance of unwavering insight. Let's see where the insights lead. Our spy masters in the hegemony of Ubaria, Divya Vingtasian, reports a drastic failure in her process for screening operatives. Word from the Ubarian capital is that a courier has chosen to defect. It seems that the courier has grown more sympathetic towards the culture and founding ethics of the hegemony of Ubaria, in opposition to our own. Our screening process has failed in that it is supposed to rule out such flakiness. So we can either lose 20 influence. If they have a spy network on us, they will be warned of the plot. This has a 50% chance that if they have a spy network, they will be warned, but our infiltration speed will be reduced for 12 months, and this concludes the thing. I'll just take the influence hit. That's only 4 months of influence. I don't care if they're warned about a plot against us.
Fleet action underway.
We have unwavering insight from that one, so reduction in operation difficulty. Oh, they're already running like
Engaging enemy
flies.
station.
We've destroyed at least 1, 2, 3. Looks like we've also taken a few losses. Oh, the fight is ended. No losses on either side? That is a lie. They didn't get through our armor. Apparently that other fleet fled. Yeah, because that's saying in the Othana system, which is right there, that we faced off against Task Force Gadlar, and they fled with no losses. Odd. We got one of their corvettes, they're saying here. I know I saw at least 3 ships destroyed. And it's saying we have no losses, and I'm pretty sure we do have losses here. Alright, enter orbit of there. We've still got at least 3.5 years for most of these. Almost 4, actually 4 years for most of these. If I can just get a foothold. Well, now that I've gotten down through here, I think I can send this ship to research that project and send this fleet to land here. We are definitely going to claim that planet pretty quickly. We've got a large force with us. As soon as I take that system, I'm moving on to that system. Relative Navy strength is currently +7. Alright, Dragon is fully repaired. Let's move that Admiral over here. Move Jennifer Goodman to that one. Because that one is not going to have shields for this next battle. So we want them to be repairing on their way home after they take this system. Now there is something I need to check right now, because I was going to have a population growth in 2 months on one of these worlds. This one can continue to grow Naval. Alright, we just had a human grow here, who became a metallurgist. We'll keep them on humans. This one, we just had a Farine grow here. Now all of the slots down there are full, and I did notice I do need another oxen litter. So I'm going to force this one to grow an oxen litter to fill up that last enforcer slot, and then go back to it being available with whatever. And this one had just grown an Naval I can ship off-world someplace that needs workers, which would be Flaxington. So from Doran to Flaxington. And yes, that shoved the Farine back up to be a clerk.
Science Division reports success.
Archaeo studies. This new field of studies focuses on the practical applications of ancient artifacts. We are far from being the first galactic civilization to tread these stars. With a bit of work, their legacies could secure our future. So that gives us the Facility of Archaeostudies, a series of laboratories dedicated to the studies of technological applications of minor artifacts retrieved from elder empires. Now, since that one provides 3 archaeoengineers that generate research, we're going to build that on Proclass. Now for our next task, getting the administrative park would be good. See, the ancient refinery adds a translucer gas refiner and chemist job. It has a limit of 1 per planet. And it gives a bonus to exotic gases, rare crystals, and volatile motes from jobs. Now that's not just the chemist jobs or the miner jobs, that's both. So let's see. I think we are going to go for colonial bureaucracy to get the upgraded administrative park. We do have a source of crystals and I can get more. That would take 3 years. I do not have a statecraft specialist, so we will keep Nishant in here. And I'm going to go ahead and wait until I do my maintenance in October.
Engaging enemy station.
Before I build the archaeostudies. Misharan State is guaranteeing the independence of the United Kreshk Commonality. We've engaged the outpost here. After that, we will move on to that system.
Engaging enemy station.
We should be engaging that station now. We will take some damage. I just hope they don't get through to the hull. They did not. So now we will have this one return home. Did not get through our shields here in the Hixar system. Did very little damage to us here. We ended up taking a grand total of 204 armor damage. That should not take long to repair. And we did put the Admiral in here who does daily hull regen. Relative Navy strength is dropping. Alright, it's now October. First thing I want to do is reinforce this fleet. Actually, yes. I want... That'll be 3 ships. No, I want to have this fleet upgrade first. So that I can reinforce it. So we will hold off on doing any further reinforcements until we get that fleet upgraded. I should mention that I don't need to achieve war goals to get the United Latrepian domains as a subject. I can settle status quo. Now, what settling status quo in this will do, let's see, neither side currently occupies claimed territory belonging to the other, so it would be a white peace. However, in the particular war I am doing, a status quo, any territory I control of theirs will be split off into a vassal or tributary of me. Or actually, that might have been only for the vassalized war, not the tributary. I can find that out real quick. Let's see about declaring a war on someone else. Vassalize, in the event of status quo, systems we occupy will be released as a new vassal if they include at least 1 planet. In the event of a status quo, yes, tributary does it as well, will be released as a new tributary if they include at least 1 planet. So, if I just occupy all of United Latrepian domain space, including their planets, and I'm only a handful of systems away, if it's not enough to achieve war goals, I could still settle as a status quo, which would destroy the United Latrepian domains because I would occupy their planets and turn them into a tributary of me. So I don't need to push it to where I have complete achieve war goals if I control the territory I want. Right now, as soon as I get Euchromia, That's the reason it's saying neither side occupies claimed territory, because I don't control any of their planets. As soon as I get Euchromia, that will change, and I could get Euchromia and all of this territory that I control given over to me then. It depends on how the war is going at the time. But after I get this side controlled by taking Euchromia, if I can push forward and get these two systems again, and then push along through here and make this a new choke point down here at Hermia, then I could, once I take that planet, that would take the majority of their territory and just leave them with this one or two systems. So it shouldn't be too hard now that I've gotten them pushed out of here, if I can get control of these two areas again, and then have my fleets, after they're done retrofitting and repairing, push forward to meet up with this fleet. It depends on which comes first. More than likely, I'm going to get the acceptance I need for achieve war goals before I get all of their territory. But that's still an option to remember. If instead of pushing over this way, I had pulled that other fleet back and just pushed in with all of my fleets through this area, I probably could have ended this war a lot faster, because it would have been easier for me to choke point here with 4 fleets and get control of that area, bring my fleets back, have them all repaired, push forward again, and just smash, than it was for me. But I did get a lot of easy conquests down through this way with no real resistance, apart from that one area that had the defense platforms. That enabled me to get a lot of occupation for them. So we shall see how it goes. Kornagi 2 Anti-Alien Task Force. Okay, Kornagi is way over here. In an apparent response to our operations on their barbarian world, many of the Rogerian nation states on Kornagia 2 have momentarily put aside their squabbling to form a new supranational military organization. According to local media, this task force has been charged with defending their planet from hostile activities perpetrated by an unknown alien agency against the Rogerian species as a whole. That's probably because I just dropped a lot of their people with my malfunctioning tractor beams, but so be it. They may end up actually destroying my observation post, and I will have to end up rebuilding it. That does remind me, do I have a constructor anywhere in the vicinity? Let's take the constructor at Deneb and move it to Larkin's Singularity. That'll take a year and a half, but we will have a constructor in the immediate vicinity at least. Or actually, a better idea. You return home. If I need to, I can build a constructor here. I have a shipyard.
Fleet action underway.
Uthabulin research secured. Our infiltration attempt has secured... Okay, this text is always the same. Volatile material plants would be our access. We could sacrifice our academic. I do not want to sacrifice the academic. That will do. Mission accomplished. And now we need to let our infiltration level build back up. Sleeper cells, in about 3 years we'll need to reestablish sleeper cells. And we cannot steal technology until 2282. There's a pirate fleet in this system. Interesting. How does this base look? It does not have defense platforms. So I think after I take this one, I'm going to move up there and take Jotham. That would allow me to smash a couple of their reinforcement fleets, possibly destroy a constructor and a colony ship of theirs, take away a starbase of theirs that is obviously got a shipyard, and gets me in a better position to help sandwich Imaletto. Yeah, we are engaged with those pirates already. And our scanners can make no sense of this strange vessel. That's the problem with them tying the ability to scan ships to intel level. Entities that you cannot acquire intel level on, such as pirates and spaceborne life forms like the T'Yanki, you will never be able to scan their ships no matter how good your sensors get. If they gave you a default level of intel on unaligned ships equivalent to your sensor level, when your sensor level got up to about, I think, the third tier of sensors, you probably would be able to do it. That's something they should probably do for these, is make a default intel bonus to them based on your sensor level. Oh, they did get through our shields, but we are rapidly chewing up their ships and they haven't gotten through our armor yet. Alright, we did get a little beat up. So I think we actually need Jennifer Goodman back over here. And we will give this fleet Roxanne Ward. Now we still haven't taken that system. A lot of our ships have their shields down, but this has no health, so we would be able to take it fairly easily. So we'll just move past it toward that station. This station I do not believe has guns, so it should not be a threat.
Inbound message traffic.
Lost contact in the hegemony of Ubaria. We will find our operatives. Oh, third option was there to sacrifice our asset, I think, to skip that. Next time it pops up, I will show that. Form research agreement with the Allied Multics. We need the tech boost. We are falling far behind in tech, so I am going to agree to this. Now, all of these agreements I am now forming with people I eventually intend to conquer. That is going to slowly chisel away at xenophobia. But if it drops that to the point where I can pick up the autocracy or authoritarian, I could switch to just being authoritarian and militarist. And that would still work fine for me. Now, you can embrace a faction as long as you have 20% support for it. But just because I have the bare minimum support for it, even though these are about thirds, this might not be a bad idea, but I would end up, right now in the middle of war, I want to hang on to Fanatic Militarist for the extra 10% ship fire rate. Dropping this down from Fanatic, I would still get 10% fire rate and 10% reduction of claim influence cost, though I'm not really making claims at this point.
Engaging enemy station.
Oh, it does have guns, but they didn't get past our shields. The Strike Force Medusa has destroyed a pirate station in the Situla system and recovered its strong room module. A little bit of energy credits, a little bit of minerals. That's just a drop in the bucket. Alright, let's move that way. Advance a day. There we go. Now I can see it. We were still listed as in combat, technically. What is this from the pirates? Autocannons, afterburners, ion thrusters, gravitic sensors. Yeah, we definitely want to get to that. Now, if I had cloaking, I could be sending my science ships out with cloaking to get to these debris, but when the war ends, we will have open borders and peace for 10 years, over which I will be able to get all that debris anyway. Though the ones that I can get to, I'm going ahead to get to now. It's going to take him a year and a half to get over here. And then I will have 4 here that this person needs to come back and survey. Still a month away from that. And so it's going to take about 4 months to take care of that, and then the travel time to come back. In the process of upgrading. This one no longer really needs repairs anyway. I could queue up reinforcing the fleet, but I want that one to finish. So this one doesn't need repairs. There's no real reason for it to come back. Let's go ahead and hit these 2 systems and then come back to here. So we can knock out those systems. Our shields aren't at full yet, but they should regenerate enough to handle outposts. Strike Force Gorgon is fully repaired. Now I can, or fully repaired but not fully upgraded. I'm still waiting on the upgrades before I reinforce. This one doesn't have a lot of damage. Its shields are almost at full. Yeah, I'm missing a little bit of armor here and there. 6 points on that one, 20 on that one. I think I will have sufficient time to repair before I make it there. Yeah, it says it's going to take 44 days, and we regenerate a little bit every day. Yeah, it's 10% per day. So let's look at this one. That one would get about 40 points a day. So it'll be fully repaired in a couple of days. These will get 13 a day. So the one that was down 30 would take about 3 days to be fully repaired, I think. So yeah, I think we'll probably get repaired before we jump. Because yeah, we're still not even to the jump location yet. So yeah, we can go ahead and give the order to go ahead and take this system. Once we capture that system, we can sandwich this one with 2 6K fleets. We should be able to handle taking this starbase. And once we get that, we can hold there until we're ready to take this starbase. And if we get this cluster of 3 starbases, that cuts out on where the reinforcements can come from. Because these are the ones they are building reinforcements at. So these are definitely the ones that have shipyards. Proclos is 13 days from getting a city district, so I'm going to wait for that city district before I give the order here. Reestablish contact with our operatives. Alright, they sent a 2K fleet to take out that. We will go after them. It'll take us 2 months to get there. I should have kept a better eye on this system to see where their fleets were headed. This 560 fleet looks like it is headed to Jotham, where we are headed. Oh no, that one came from Jotham, didn't it? Yes. But I was watching this so I could get started on...
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
And I had also noticed I had my army just in orbit of the planet. They probably could have taken it a while ago. I want to start construction of the facility of Archaeo Studies here. It will take a year and 4 months. Actually, no. 437 would be a... that would be 70... That'd be a year and 3 months. Just a little over 2 months. 2.5. But yeah, we'll have population we can shift over here if we need to be the extra researchers. Interstellar Picarian Coalition finally joined the galactic community. They really need to put like tabs on the side of this. So rather than having to scroll up or down through this, I could quickly hit a tab to skip to that section. So they could have like the faction tab, the sector tab, and all of that. And it would allow me to quickly skip down through this stuff. so that I could get to the Army tab all the way at the bottom to look at my invasion. Oh yeah, these guys are about to get slammed. Yeah, I think they might flip that outpost before I get to them.
Spaceport reports enemy contact. Ships refitted.
Alright, now that the upgrade is complete, I can reinforce the fleet. And there's no need for us to stay back. I can go hit Vanico and Cowick and move to Hermia. I'll let this fleet, after it hits Ichilla, go to Everum and then to Hermia. Yeah, we've only got a little bit of damage left on some corvettes at this point. And we've still got 1 day left before we're in the hyperlane.
Engaging enemy station.
This should not take long.
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
Alright, so we took that planet. Now we can move up to here. There's only one planet, so we'll enter orbit of it.
Engaging enemy station.
Well, we took out that lone corvette pretty quickly. They did not get through our shields, so yeah, the little bit of shield damage we had before, not an issue. We're going to take that one and then sweep through here. $560K fleet, 560 fleet versus my 6.2K. Yeah, you're immediately turning around to run away. Smart move. Nope, you are actually coming in. That was foolish. Strike Force Dragon ran into Task Force Bosca, which apparently fled. They did do some damage to us. But we saved the outpost. So let us pull back to Hermia to repair. Their fleet fled. We lost one corvette. We will enter orbit to repair and hold this system. We took out 2 corvettes, 3 corvettes total.
Engaging enemy station.
This should be fairly quick. I should probably begin construction after these corvettes of a 3rd science ship, just so I can get through all of these debris a little faster. That way I'll have 2 science ships coming up here splitting up these debris, and then one of them can go get that one while another one goes down this way to get those. United Nations of Earth is in a commercial pact with the Kesem Confederacy. Oh, they did get through my shields on one of my ships. Apparently my shields hadn't fully regened. But that's just a small amount of damage. I'm not that worried about it. Although on a Corvette, that's about 10% of their hull. I mean, of their armor. Citizens Alliance of Orcam Fung broke off their commercial pact with the Glost Werhinian.
Battle debris secured.
That debris gave us a little bit of access to deflectors and hull tissue and a little bit of research. And at this point, yeah, those small amounts of research, wrong button, those small amounts of research will be bled through in under a month. Yeah, we produce over almost 200 in each of these fields. We're just dropping a little bit due to our Overlord subsidy. But yeah, 120 points doesn't even give us a bonus month at this point. Volatile motes are fickle particles that are dangerous to work with. In order to safely harvest them without setting off a chain reaction of explosions, energy fields must be used to stabilize the motes. So cold fusion, we will be getting some progress to that from debris. The energy nexus, dark matter drawing, we're working on the sensors as well. The improved deflectors we could have out in 6 months. We might be able to get that with just research, and I don't want it to force upgrade on ships again. So I'm going to wait till after the war to do things like that. I can get started on cold fusion. I think that is probably, or actually, we'll knock out the miniature containment fields for more research station output. That'll take about 2 years. We also got ion thrusters. Yep, and it automatically upgraded all of those damn designs. These electric thrusters use beams of ions to generate thrust without the need for propellant. Space torpedoes. That will unlock the combat computers for torpedoes. The frigate. Planetary defense batteries. Adds 2 guided weapon slots to an orbital ring, or torpedo batteries that adds them to a starbase. Cruisers would take 7 years. Starhold would take 3.5. We could knock out torpedoes in 2 years, but I want to get starholds. I see that my enemies already have them, so let's get progress on the starhold. That will give us the ability to expand Caspadine to where it can gather some of these other areas that we do not quite reach. Let's see, it'll extend the range by 2. That would get it to Zerk. So that will greatly increase our income from trade hubs. Now, I'm going into the ship designer here because I'm getting annoyed at them constantly giving me upgrades on these. So we are going to have a look at these. This did not get the engine upgrades. Why are these... Yeah, that's just got chemical thrusters. Chemical thrusters. None of these designs... This one, the Matchless and the Adversary are the 2 that are upgrading. Let's downgrade the design. Now, auto upgrade is disabled now, people. Stop upgrading those 2 ship designs. It says Strike Force Medusa still needs upgrades because it had that other upgrade with the guns that didn't kick through. But that will keep me from having to upgrade my ships right now and messing up any reinforcements. Oh, this science ship needs to head this way. Let's see, that one. Yeah, the first 2 are the 2 that have the most. Actually, I'll have it do that one. Actually, I'll just go ahead and have it research the first two. I should have that system, have a route to that system before I get there, because this ship should get to Ichilla first, and this fleet will definitely get Cowig first.
Engaging enemy station.
Alright, we got research secured with the Ubarians. That will give us automated exploration protocols. That's one I do not care about. And I do not want to sacrifice our clerk for that, I do not think. Let's see, Ubaria. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, that is my only asset. We're keeping him for now. That will do. Mission accomplished. Oh, and I did forget to check. Sleeper cells here are expiring in about a month and a half. So we are going to need to re-prepare sleeper cells soon.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
Ah, there it is. Ferdura. Yeah, this one should be fairly quick. And it's not even using our slave armies. It's got our actual human assault and Oxygenator assault armies up here. Hopefully we don't lose a human assault army. He disengaged. Good. Took that outpost with no shield nothing but shield damage. Of course, we'll get Cowig and be up here at Hermia with my other fleet. Hegemony of Ubaria is in a commercial pact with the Glosswarhinians. And the Citizens Alliance of Orc and Fung has broken their migration treaty with the Glosswarhinians.
Sword 1 Actual reports all ground objectives secured.
Alright, so now I need to come to Hermia and land armies on Ferdera. Wait a minute. They've got a pretty good garrison. 379. My fleet was how strong? 353. Wasn't this planet called Ferdera? Yes, it was. They've got two planets with the same damn name. In that case, you're repairing. As soon as you are done repairing, we need to start bombarding that planet to soften it up for our as a matter of fact, don't land. Just enter orbit right now. We need to soften this planet up. Nexus has joined the galactic community. That is probably a primitive civilization that became a machine intelligence. Interesting. Alright, Strike Force Dragon is fully repaired. So we will go ahead and tell them to start bombarding Ferdera. All planets are Ferdera. Now, I should actually check. This one has 272. My troops here can't take that planet, so just make sure they're just entering orbit. You are repairing. After you're done repairing, we will take that on. Speaking of which, enter orbit of that one so we can begin our bombardment. My additional science ship is built, so let's assign a leader. We'll get Bettina Braun. No, we're not currently researching that, but that has been popping up quite a bit. And we will send her. First, we've got to set her to passive to research that project. Actually, research that one first if you're coming in this way. I noticed I was still on selective bombardment, which only does moderate damage. I decided to go ahead with an indiscriminate bombardment so that I can tear these armies down a little faster.
Engaging enemy station.
Now that I've finished that, I'm going to join them in the bombardment. We're going to be doing indiscriminate bombardment. Let's see how we've done here so far. Not that much, actually. We do about 0.75% a day, I think.
Engaging enemy station.
Yeah, we should have this station taken care of fairly quickly. That has definitely cleared the way for our science ships. They didn't get through our shields. We might suffer a little bit of hull damage, or our shields might actually get to full before we get to that system. Getting a lot closer on achieving our war goals. Got one more system to claim here. And then once we get these planets, that should be another chunk. Although when both of these fleets get in here, yeah, I think I will hold for the bombardment until all of my fleets are together here and send all of them in to choke this system and then that system off. So that when we do that, then we can freely go back to bombarding their well-fortified planets. Scientist, when C2 has become more experienced, but with that experience has become an increasing stubbornness. He's become stubborn, which reduces experience gain. That's not too bad. She'll probably die of old age before it really matters. Oh, I see that. Sending your 1.6K fleet down there. How much have we done bombardment-wise here? We've got one army down to half. You know what? I'll let them take that system. I don't care. I'm letting my other things come up. I want to secure this system, and then we're about to secure that system, and then we will strike out at them.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
We haven't even gotten through their shields. The barbarian alien civilization on Wolius 4 has harnessed the power of vaporized liquid. Using the force produced by steam pressure, they have applied the technology to engine design. This has revolutionized their society in more ways than one. Vehicles and machinery making can already be seen in their cities, and the first few factories are appearing. This world would appear to be on the brink of industrialization. That's a world we're actually not in control of. We're just temporarily in control of it.
Spaceport lost to enemy action.
We did do some armor damage. 28 points, but it was still a little bit of damage. Alright, have we at least eliminated one army from here? I think so. We'll keep bombarding. How are we doing over here? They've got 6 armies here. 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are left at that other one? Seven here. So yeah, we'll just keep bombarding for now. They can't get past us to these systems, so. Oh, they are coming in to meet me at this station. Good, so I will be able to smash their fleet. Is this one coming in as well? No. I will be able to smash their fleet here. I'll continue bombarding the planet until they arrive, just to cut down on how many armies I'm going to have to deal with. We will move to intercept them. That should still get them in range of the starbase by the time they get over here.
Fleet action underway. Engaging enemy station.
Alright, let's go repair, and then resume bombardment after we have repaired. It says there were no losses on either side. So they must have just simply fled. We are almost ready to achieve our war goals. If we take these 2 planets, we might be able to do it. Allied Multics has given association status to this federation we are in the process of ripping up. Didn't do any armor damage to us, so from here, now that we have claimed that system, let us reclaim Jaundice before we return here to bombard that planet. Next, Nexus has closed their borders to us. One of my fleets is repaired, so we can tell it to bombard the planet. I had completely forgotten to prepare sleeper cells here in the hegemony of Ubaria. I needed like a month or 2 before I needed to prepare them, so we'll go ahead and launch it now. It's a bit behind schedule. Latrepian Domains has got another 11 years, but we can steal technology here again. I would like to get the infiltration level up another few points, but we'll go ahead and steal technology now. Let's see, that is subterfuge or technology. We do not have an asset that would work for that, so we need to acquire another asset instead. That must have been the defector we ended up getting. Alright, this is government, I believe. So we'll use our agitator, yes, to try and acquire another asset that will allow us to do stealing of research there. Strike Force Dragon is fully repaired, so it can also assist in the bombardment now. And I need to make sure all of my fleets are on indiscriminate bombardment. Yes, they are. Alright, how am I doing on this world? Fairly well. I've eliminated 1 army. I've almost got them down to 4. Moravian Compact. Wait, what? United Moravian Imperium is our Prospectorium. Miravandian Compact? Where are they located? They rebelled against the Tendra Zun. Now, apparently they had a migration treaty with our subject, because they obviously got members of our species over there. Interesting. So the Tendra Zun is suffering some rebellions over there. Now, we will cease bombardment when there are no defenders on the planet, so there's no chance of me
Battle debris secured.
going too far, I don't think, and forgetting about them. Blue laser, 40% progress for it, 10 for the sensors, 10 for the cold fusion, 200 physics research. That would last us a little over a month. Which debris was that? There is now 4 listed in here. Oh, that was the first one right there. Alright, after you get that one, where is the other? Yeah, we will have you. Get this one.
Battle debris secured.
10% more for improved deflectors, a little bit of physics and engineering research.
Engaging enemy station. Battle debris secured.
%10 more towards shields. A small amount of physics and stuff research. I don't think I'm going to need to explore this way to take their systems. I think taking these few right here is going to be enough to push them over. So I'm going to go ahead and have this one start heading back. I'll send it back to the Singularity. It'll take a while for it to get back. Well, let's see. How long would it take me to get to here? It'd take me 8 months to get over there. So yeah, let's just head this way, because when the war goes to peace, I'll be able to get out of their territory anyway, without having to worry about defenses. All right, my armies are now in position. That one's a 372. This one has about half its strength, but we're bombarding pretty quickly. I can just go until I eliminate the garrisons and make this easier, or at least down to 3. All right, let's actually repair first. And then after we repair, I will take all of the fleets that are here and push into here.
Battle debris secured.
Just physics and engineering research.
Inbound message traffic.
The Allied Multics territories would like a migration treaty. They're now a subsidiary under the Soren combined clans. Their tropical preference. Why are they a subsidiary? Neither of these are a megacorp. Alright, we're not interested in a migration treaty. We do not want your bastards clogging up our population. Technology continues to progress on Waleas 4 as industrialization takes their society to new heights. Their most recent breakthrough in engineering has revolutionized their use of transportation and brought them a step closer to planetary unification. Defying our prediction models, Waleas 4 is now a unified world. Pooling their resources, the people have prioritized the well-being of their global community, and living standards are rising. I have a feeling that I know exactly what is happening there. We had a scientist disappear. I think that scientist is taking control of their world. Let's see, we would get engineering research and an insight technology just saying remarkable, this is highly uncommon. They have more resources than they need. We would probably need something over there to grab it. That's way out of the way. We'll just say remarkable. This is highly uncommon. They're moving a 2K fleet over that way. We've got them down to 3 defenders at this point. You know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and land. And I'm going to pull these 2 armies and push in here. This one still needs further bombardment since I've only got 3 armies over here. And as a matter of fact, damaged as we are... Well, no, we'll still... We've only got a little bit of damage, but I think we will push in here as well. That way we can hold that choke point.
Ground forces are dropping on target.
Yeah, I definitely think we're going to overwhelm the remaining defenders. Oh man, they are doing some damage to our humans though. Operative spooked. Despite having taken every precaution prescribed in their training, one of our operatives in the hegemony of Ubaria has raised concerns that their cover may be blown. Apparently this comes at a critical time for Operation Prepare Sleeper Cells. As such, Spymaster Divya Vingtasian requests more resources with which she might prevent disruptions further down the line. So we can deny it, we could drop our infiltration level, but we don't have the cushion. We could say bribery may be more effective, or we could expend our network asset to allow the process to resume and lose the clerk. Perhaps bribery would be more effective. We have a sufficient surplus of coin. Rakudian Imperium ended their rivalry with us. Let's end our rivalry with them. So that we can declare hegemony of Ubaria our rival instead. It would appear that they are sending a fleet this way to retake this system. I think rather than risking the Traveler, I am going to send it back to Larkin Singularity. I do have 2 other science vessels over this way that can handle that. Speaking of which, as soon as the Wayfarer finishes that debris, I'm going to send them to research that one. And as soon as the Hermia finishes this debris, I will probably be coming in this way so that I can get down to those debris. United Latrepian Domains recalled their embassy, probably because I am nuking the crap out of their systems. Okay, how close are you guys? Let's do something a little different here. I don't want to engage before they do. So let's go there. Actually, let's go there, then attack.
Ground objective secured.
The hegemony of Ubaria recalled their embassy. Go figure, we've been at war. We have successfully taken that planet. We still have our full allotment of troops. Let's enter orbit of that one. We're going to need to bombard.
Engaging enemy station.
Alright, we've already engaged. So I can go ahead and have this one engage as well.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
Alright, we've gotten progress toward deflectors and regenerative hull tissue. This was the improved deflector. These updated deflector screens are capable of soaking up even more punishment before they overload. And we are still actually researching research station output. Yeah, you moved in here to take on that starbase. That's fine. We've already gotten some debris in there. So this one that now has no orders, we will send it in here to research the projects in this system. Small UV laser, cold fusion, gravitic sensors, afterburners.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Sovereignty of Tuxcali entered a commercial pact with the Rakudium.
Battle debris secured.
Regenerative hull tissue was the only thing we gained progress on with that.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Well, we took some damage. I think we may have actually taken some losses. Yes, one Corvette with Dragon and one Corvette with Strike Force Gorgon, which for some reason has 31 Corvettes. Have I gotten that bug again where I'm getting extra Corvettes? We completely devastated one of their fleets. Took out 3 out of 9 of their defense platforms and 2 of their transport ships. Just 3 out of 9 of their defense platforms? Looks like we took out all 9. Alright, so after you get that debris, research that debris, which has regenerative hull tissue. I'm going to send all of my fleets to repair here. And then we will begin bombardment of Dantariga. Actually, I may go ahead after I'm repaired and push for this system so that I can chase down this lone fleet. Speaking of bombardment, yeah, I need to get this one down lower. 132. Well, no, I have 6. I should be able to take them now. Yeah, let's go ahead and land here. Land here. And I can pull this fleet to assist with taking that when I'm ready. Actually, I could send this fleet around to there and go ahead and start chasing down that fleet. That does remind me, though, I did not have a general assigned to this one. So let's go ahead and recruit another general. Let's get another butcher. I don't even think I'm going to attempt to pronounce her name. United Merivandian Imperium has declared the Latrepian domains their rival. Well, you guys are about to be both my subjects, so you'll have to get over that. After this one completes that, it's going for the projects in this system. There are 3. And after I get these 2, I am going for the project over here.
Spaceport lost to enemy action.
Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. We did do a little bit of armor damage to them. They have 2 task force. They returned us being their rival.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target.
We might lose a slave army here. They're already down to about half health. Depends on how quickly we can tear down their forces. So I have several transports in progress. They should all arrive within the next 2 years. And I had one of my reinforcements just popped up here. It was a strike force listed among on its own. It is a Centaur class, which would be a reinforcement for Strike Force Gorgon. It did not arrive, it just popped up there. So I'm thinking maybe that happens when I'm on the hyperlane travel, when a reinforcement would arrive and they cannot appear near me. So for now, since this war is just about over, we've almost achieved our war goals. We don't have much more. I'm not going to worry too much about reinforcements unless I suffer extremely heavy casualties. I'm going to wait until these arrive, and I'm going to keep my fleets repaired, but then I'm going to upgrade my fleets when the war is ended before I worry about reinforcing them again. And the first one I'm going to focus on is Strike Force Garuda, so I can turn it into a mercenary unit. But for now, I think I have sufficient fleets to keep these guys smacked down. Now we'll need to prepare sleeper cells here in about 9 months, so I'm just going to hold off on doing anything there. And we are in the process of acquiring an asset here and preparing sleeper cells here, I believe. Yes. Okay, we withdrew instead of being destroyed, at least.
Ground objective secured.
Recent rather troubling reports regarding the deteriorating health of General Lawrence White. His haggard appearance makes it look as though he's aged nearly 20 years. The burden of duty can be a heavy thing to bear. So he's become a substance abuser. That drops his lifespan by 20 years. So he will probably die of old age pretty soon. But he did a good job in capturing quite a few planets for us. Alright, let's move him up here. I can end up merging, actually I can go ahead and dismiss him and end up merging these fleets, these transport fleets. Let's see, let's have them merge. No, the other way around, fool. And let's just go ahead and dismiss him. And let's redo this to where we're just entering orbit here. And we'll have them both merge when they get here. Now, which way are you going? You're going for that system.
Science Division report success.
Miniature containment fields. Containment force fields are excellent for isolating and holding various substances or specimens so they can be analyzed in detail. Or we could boost our energy credit output. Gravitic sensors We are about to get a chunk for them. And now that we have some progress on automated exploration protocols, it will no longer take up one of my 4 choices up here. Oh, nope, I see exactly what we're going after. Basic cloaking fields. It'll take a while, but we need that. I know one of our opponents already has it. We do not have a specialist in field modulation, but I believe it's more important to get the bonus on that from the Spark of Genius. So we will move our Spark of Genius over here. And here we will assign the one in the Traveler, which is the one that is just in transit right now. It's returning back. Do we have 2 Travelers? Yes, we do have 2 Travelers. Never mind. And then we can stick Vladislav in that Traveler. So we have 2 ships named the Traveler. This one needs to be renamed. We'll call this one the Traveler 2. That way I can at least tell the difference between the 2 ships. Or actually, instead of Traveler 2, since these all have a similar name, Traveler, Wayfarer, Nomad, we'll call this one the Voyager.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
They're already taking armor damage from us.
Battle debris secured.
We got progress toward the UV laser, cold fusion, gravitic sensors, and afterburners. That was a significant chunk.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
So both of them should now be engaged with this spaceport. It actually shows us as having a higher hull point than them, though they have double our combat power. Actually, I may be able to change our mind. I may be able to intercept them there. Well, it'll take 5 months to get there and 2 months to get there. Let's just take this system first, and they'll probably be sitting there waiting for repairs when we decide to smack them. All 3 of these are fully repaired. We're going to push on and take out their other major starport. We'll come back and bombard planets after we get the starport taken care of. Soran combined clans broke their non-aggression pact with the Adnorium Imperium.
Battle debris secured.
More toward regenerative hull tissue. Let's check out this planet. Oh, that has very weak defenses. I think we are going to move our army here instead. That's going to be an easier one to take.
Engaging enemy station. Engaging enemy station.
So we did lose that starport. Doesn't look like they suffered any actual losses, but they did actually take hull damage. So after we complete this and take this station, which should fall fairly quickly, if they're bringing some transport ships to try and retake the planet, we're going to intercept this transport fleet and then push on and intercept their fleets while they're weak. Alright, so we are going to intercept this transport fleet.
Fleet action underway. battle debris secured.
And now we are going to push on and go after their actual fleet. They have moved to bombard the planet. We took out 5 of 6 defense platforms, some of their transport fleet. So our transport fleet should be able to directly land here. It only had 2 armies defending. We'll send our fleets back to repair here so we can begin bombarding Dantariga. Actually, we destroyed all the defense platforms, I think. Got a little bit more progress toward regenerative hull tissue. Now, we did lose 1 corvette taking that, which I think was a good trade. Taking out all of those defense platforms. Actually, change of plans. Instead of going to Suta first, research those projects. There are 2 in here. This one might be able to finish that, and apparently I forgot one. Or I abandoned it, one. So research that one first, and then move over that way. Yeah, 3 in Jatham, 1 in Satulu, and 2 in Vuzba. So you, after you get those 3, get that one. And then we'll probably have some more debris over this way. Alright, we lost contact with our operatives. We must now decide whether or not to track down our operatives. We can find them for 10 infiltration level, disavow to cancel the operation, or call in our local asset and destroy it. I'll take the 10 infiltration level. Find our damn operative.
All sword ground elements are dropping on target. Ground objective secured.
Extremely fast and brutal. Increased benefits. Benefits for the unemployed have been temporarily increased on this world. They must have been suffering either massive unemployment or near rebellion. Alright, we will return to this system. So I only have to take that world and this system, and I can do status quo and get this empire. So after we're repaired, I think we're going to push this way to get to there. And see about moving our troops over after we bombard this so we can take that planet at least.
Science Division report success.
We have colonial bureaucracy. Local administrative developments allow for closer supervision of colonial affairs without excessive burdening central decision-making. So that gives us access to the administrative part. Now what do we have access to? More naval capacity. Terraforming. That will greatly help us. Volcanoes, not so much. Let's see. Xenoaesthetics would also be a good one. It's about this. It's more expensive, or about the same as terraforming. Yeah, let's get terraforming. Now, I believe I should have a New World Specialist. I can't move the Wayfarer because they are currently researching debris. As soon as it finishes with that debris, I will be able to swap them around. But in the meantime, I will keep this one here 4 years to get terraforming. There are a lot of worlds in my territory that could stand some terraforming. One of the first, once I can terraform occupied worlds, would be St. Natchbull, so it is no longer tropical. We reestablished contact, and one thing I forgot is, since I can do upgrades of these, how much... I have 3 rare crystals to spare. I need to go ahead and start expanding. As a matter of fact, let's switch over to doing humans here, I think. Yes. And let us... I'd lose my culture workers right now for these bureaucrats, but I believe they produce about the same. So having this say that favorite the job kept them from kicking out these guys from entertainer jobs. Let's go back to having it favorited right now. Let's go ahead and upgrade one of these buildings. Or actually we should probably do Unity first. Well, we could do both. Unity and one here. Because it's going to take over a year, and we do need to increase our Unity increase. We could boost our armor hit points even more for now, but I'm just now starting to get moats. I don't want to drain into them too much. I want them to build up. We're about a year away from getting the final tradition here. And we are about to catch these fleets.
Fleet action underway.
All right, Strike Force Garuda can begin its bombardment. Strike Force Dragon can begin its bombardment. Governor Kaisima has died of old age at the age of 115. Lived quite a while, actually, as a human. That was our governor over Unity. Unity from bureaucrats or leader experience gain. All right, let's look at planets and sectors. Unity is where I get the majority of my Unity. So we are going to recruit a unifier. Leader is particularly good at making sure everyone around are on the same page. And we'll get Lisbeth Newman. She's the younger of the 2 unifiers. Now that will have a small impact, 6 extra points of empire size because of the difference in governors. Our final fleet has fully repaired, so we can begin bombardment with it on Dantariga. And between these 3 fleets, we should tear down those armies pretty quickly.
Battle debris secured.
We just got physics and engineering research from that debris. That was the Nomad, finishing up the one in Emileto. Strike Force Medusa did not lose a ship. It was already down 1 corvette. We took out 3 of their corvettes and flipped this station back. Now let us move up here to repair. because their fleet is most likely going to pop up there. We have almost achieved our war goals. Taking this planet will probably be enough.
Battle debris secured.
UV lasers, afterburners, cold fusion, and gravitic sensors. That was this. Now, right now, because I've got the order, I cannot remove this leader from the research mission. But since I'm not there yet, I can interrupt this with a control shift and tell them, well, let's tell them go there first. Now that they're moving, I can change out this leader. So we will take the one in society research. So that we can put our new world specialist here. And that should give us terraforming gases a little bit faster. And it just delayed a few days researching that, basically. Or researching that debris. And we do have a debris down here now. So after this science ship finishes with the debris there, we're going to research the one down here, which has more regenerative hull tissue. These armies are dropping rather quickly. Now we are getting close to the Senate going. There's not enough of, even if everybody abstaining opposed. So we are going to go ahead and support it. Pretend we've been convinced. Even though this is something we eventually want to get rid of. We aren't interested in recycling. We're interested in exploitation.
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
We have starholds. That actually came a month earlier than I was expecting it to. As space traffic increases, larger and more defensible star bases are needed to maintain control over system space lanes. We can start getting habitats. That's fairly expensive though. That would take 8.5 years. Same for Star Fortress. Railgun would be 3 years. Lost building methods. Reduction in district cost and empire size from districts. Well, that is rather nice. It would take 3.5 years. Of course, we don't have our oh, that was the wrong button. We don't have our specialist in there. We were working on terraforming. Yeah, let us work on the lost building materials. That's an insight technology. We can swap out for our specialist. So it'll take just a little over 3 years. We knocked about 4 months off of it. But reducing our empire size from districts, as well as the district cost, the empire size from district reduction will help with our technology costs, which right now is 26%. And the overall district cost will help, even though we are getting plenty of minerals. We have a huge downturn of consumer goods I'm going to need to check on. Did I have some people come out of... No. No, every artisan job we currently have is being worked. We just must have more in jobs. I must have picked up quite a few more jobs that are costing that. Probably the extra researcher jobs I have been adding with research complexes and the like has eventually pushed it up. So we have established sleeper cells in the Ubarian area again. I don't really see one of their systems to click on to quickly see their empire. We will be able to steal technology in about 3 years. So we want to let our infiltration level build up. It'd also be nice to get extra assets, but I don't want to keep bleeding down our infiltration level right now. Sovereign Jazajan Assembly broke off the research agreement with the United Nations of Earth.
Battle debris secured.
Pan-Galactic Recycling Initiatives has passed. The next one will be the regulatory facilitation, which is one I do want. So right now, form the Galactic Council and cooperative research channels are the only two that we are not either supporting or opposing. Now my strength should change with this war ending because I will get a little extra bonus for having them as a vassal. And the one in Jotham only gave us physics and engineering research. It did not give us progress toward lasers, afterburners, or cold fusion like this one is listing as. This one says it's strike craft, small shields, and gravitic sensors. So hopefully we will get progress toward one of those. Regenerative hull tissue on that one, and this one was the autocannon, afterburner, and gravitic sensors.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
Really? Where? The agreement we signed, giving you access, has run its course. We have to renew our agreement with them. We have plenty of energy credits to do this. We want to keep our research bonuses going. What spaceport has got enemy contact? Oh, there's a space amoeba moving through one of our other systems. That's fine. I'm not that worried about them. Even though they will tear up this outpost, it's just an outpost. And it's an occupied system anyway. It's not one of my bases I really have to worry about. And let's see how our bombardment is coming along. They did have 8 armies here. They're down to 7. And they're about to be down to 6. So, a few more months of bombardment. We actually do have sufficient transports, but I don't want to lose my units, my army units. I'd rather them survive and become experienced for when I really need them later. There's no rush on this. Which does remind me, are they all fully healed? Yes. Now this battle, I don't know what the battle size would be here. I'm assuming it's going to be about 6. I would like to at least get rid of 2 more of their armies, get them down to 4 so that I can overpower them fairly easily. But it has been another 5 years. So thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.